So we made it to our camp in St. Ignace. Got a fire going. Not a real huge site, but enough to sleep in. And we got our pop-up tent here, pretty big. We have a nice big mattress. And we got jet skis over there. And we're waiting for morning. We'll be going to a couple islands, maybe the big island of Mackinaw. Well, we slept like crap. Our air mattress kept losing air because the battery was good, but we kept losing air. So we're not staying another night there. We decided we're going to go back across the bridge to Straits National Mackinaw Park and get out on the water. So we had a crappy night camping in St. Ignace. The site was small. Air mattress kept losing air. We woke up on the ground several times and our backs are killing us. So we decided not to stay another night because of the air mattress problem. But we're going to go across the bridge and actually put in at the Straits Park, which we've been before. The St. Ignace Marina didn't look like it was very big or not enough parking spots anyway, so being Saturday, there's going to be a lot of people out there probably, so we're just going to go back across the bridge, do our day trip around, jet skiing, and then probably head home later in the afternoon. But crossing the bridge right now. Okay, we're back at the Straits Park because we weren't going to stay another night in St. Ignace. Our air mattress gave us problems and the ground was hard, obviously. But above that, it was a small space, and to put our trailer there and our truck was not something that was easy to do. So, and by the time we got a fire going, it's too close to the truck, a lot of different things on this site. But the St. Ignace campground was pretty full, obviously, being July. Super nice. But we decided that we're going to come out and just play it by ear. The St. Ignace boat launch was very crowded. There was no places to park. So, and we're talking 7 o'clock in the morning. No, 6:30. So we decided to come to a place where we know, and it's just right across the bridge. And it happened to be the Straits Park where we've been before. You've seen a couple videos with us in it there. We have had really good luck in the water. It can't beat it. It says it's no waves, which, look, I know this is inside the harbor, but it looked like that coming across the bridge too. So we're gonna just play around and go look at Bois Blanc Island and a couple other things. Maybe get back on the Mackinaw Island, depending on how busy it is, but we'll let you know. Alrighty, there's Bonnie waiting for me. Beautiful sunset or sunrise. Alright, we're getting started. It started. That's always a good sign. That should just start. It shouldn't, but you never know. It could ruin your sea-doo trip if you're jet ski doesn't start at first. So, oh, music. Alright, we're gonna take off. And we're gonna go check out the water. Last night it got to be about 57 at the lowest, so cool.
this is an important lesson. You always tie your cameras down, because if you see that I'm hitting these moor lines, I'm supposed to go underneath them like the dock master instructed me to. So I'm trying to maneuver and get underneath these mooring lines, which the guy never should have had there in the first place, but he did. So I'm thinking I'm good and I can get right underneath them. As I pull up the first one, I'm good. I got it. And then I go to get the second one, which ends up grabbing my camera and breaking it off the mount. Luckily, I had it tied on. As you can see, I'm getting some under the jet ski pictures that you normally wouldn't have got. So always tie on your camera, because you never know what could happen.
The good thing about coming early is you get the place pretty much to yourself, other than the people that stayed here or that have had the boats on the island, or they brought them over like we did, jet skis. So hopefully we can get right in, get some coffee, get to do some stuff. Right here, we are out in the middle of this, and Bonnie dared me to get off my jet ski on one of these big rocks, and here we are, feet standing on the rock, and it's a boulder. It's a nice boulder. I'm trying to get away from it so you won't get squished. Oh, very cool. It's a boulder. It's a nice boulder. Look how far out you are. Right out here, it's 8 feet deep, and that boulder's got to be obviously 7 foot tall.
Well, that's the depth of the lake. It's just like half.
You got your own island. We'll call it Bonnie Island. Bonnen. Yeah, Isle Bonnen. We decided to stop for a little bit. We ate some sandwiches, and it's a nice area to swim in. Right now it's about 64 degrees in the water, 64 degrees, and the air has got to be in the 70s. That's the UP Upper Peninsula. We are on the almost the west, the farthest west you can go on the Mackinaw Island. Is it west? Yes, west, the west tip. And these big boulders are all lining the coast. Over there, St. Ignace, if you look past that. A lot of bikers. Seems like obviously the main transportation is bikes or horses. And then after that, you gotta walk or jet ski. So I gotta tell you, we were kind of bummed. We were headed out to go to Georgian Bay this weekend, but couldn't find any information, calling port authorities, everything like that, to try to figure out what we needed as U.S. citizens to get into Canada and ride our jet skis in Canadian water. The Pleasure Craft water license or whatever it is, we tried to look at that, and you had to take a class or something. We just didn't have enough time, and I just wasn't going to waste my time on that if it's not what you needed. So, and we had our COVID vaccinations, so we were good there. And there's a site you go on that's called Can-Am, I don't know, it's something like that, where you go 3 days ahead of time and you put in all your information, and then they check you out before you cross the border. I just didn't want to drive 2 hours and get to the border and then get turned away with our jet skis, because I know our MC numbers here are good in America, but in the United States, I just don't know what they need or want. I'm going to investigate that, and hopefully we get to Georgian Bay before the end of this year. We'll see. Otherwise, we're gonna go probably on the east side of the state and get on the Port Huron area and try some jet skiing over there. Yesterday we were in Charlevoix, and that was awesome. Nice water there. We went out in Lake Michigan and had great calmness. Right now it's about 12 o'clock noon, and you can see it's still nice and calm. The waves aren't even there. Again, this is the north side of the island. That's the west side of the island, St. Ignace. So wave boating app with 2 V's seems to be right on the money so far. It hasn't let me down, so I'm going to continue to keep using it and plan and look at where to go for our next trips. If it's a couple days out, it seems to be pretty accurate. Even a week out seems to be pretty accurate. Now, again, this is our first year with Sea-Doo and going and looking at the wave apps and stuff, but this one seems pretty accurate. It's in my last video, and I think it goes with the BRP apps that come with the Sea-Doo. They have their own app that links up to the sound system, which is this right here. This is pretty impressive sounding when you're going 70 miles an hour. I've only went a couple times. You can still hear it loud as day, and the rider is totally immersed with sweet sounding music, whatever kind of music you like. It Bluetooths to your phone, or a USB connects to your phone. Now, not all Sea-Doos have the connector, which is the USB port, which I'm about to show you right here in the Sea-Doo watertight compartment. I have a little USB port that came with this one. Mine's a limited. My wife's doesn't have it, but we're going to put it in there. But it tucks away your phone nicely, keeps everything watertight in case you were to get it wet in that compartment, or you rolled, God forbid, you rolled your Sea-Doo. These things are pretty stable, so if you were going to roll it, I think you have to be almost messing around or intentionally trying to roll it. But other than that, I think it's pretty hard to flip this thing. So just saying that, that's my opinion, but I've done a lot of weaving back and forth and cutting corners and never felt like I was going to flip it. Doing some rock looking here. Look at all these interesting rocks. There's that one. These are like putting rocks and stuff. There's some iron or whatever it's called, right? Copper? No. Is there a copper harbor? I can't remember. I can't remember, like up in the UP there when we were at Mackinaw, they had that whole water was all rusty looking, but it's like, that's pretty neat. The water was all rust, and they said it's because of the minerals in the water, the iron or something. I don't know. Anyway, it was something you didn't really want to swim in, but it's interesting that this is connected, and look how clear this water is.